Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and today we're rockin' and rollin' on Dwarf Tribal for Tribal Time. Rev your engines. The dwarves from Kaladesh and Aether Revolt are a race-loving group. They are the NASCAR fans and gearheads of their day, and they are in love with their vehicles. They love their rides. They are total geeks for Fleetwheel Cruisers and Skyships and Hearts of Kiran and stuff. And so those are the synergies we're going to be using the most. Alright, hand's great. What could go wrong? Vampires. Alrighty, and it's the O3 vampires. Interesting. Black-red. So what's up? Maybe it's a piece of a burn puzzle? I'm curious to see what our opponent's up to. They're shocking. Okay. Down goes the Toolcraft. Much goes. Up goes the sadness. Oh well, Heart of Kiran, turn 2. How bad could it be? Could they kill all of our threats? It's mainly a vehicle deck, let's be honest. The big dwarf tribe synergies are mostly here in Depala, the pilot Exemplar. But I like playing, this reminds me of Magic Duels. For anybody who's been watching me for that long, I used to play a lot of Magic Duels. And we used a lot of Depala, and we used a lot of cards like this. So I'm thinking opponent open mana, probably going to kill whatever the heck I do. I really don't want the Depala to die. I would love to get to draw some more dwarves and stuff off it, so I think I'm going to play that closer to last. And I'm going to put out this Motorist for right now. When there's a battlefield, I get to scry to. We want to put a dwarf or a vehicle second from the top, so next turn we can draw it with Depala. So here's what's up. We want this land because we want enough to play our Skyship. So we're going to put the land on top so we draw it. We're going to leave the Harvester on top of that so we can play Depala, use the ability that lets us look at the top X cards and draw them if they're vehicles or dwarves. So we're going to get to draw this vehicle next turn, if all goes according to plan, of course. If you want to read that ability, put that on the screen for you for a second. Whenever Depala becomes tapped, pay X, top X cards, etc., etc. Because I'm sure there are some people who haven't played with Depala much. Dwarves, vehicles, like this style of deck is mostly fallen to the wayside because the black-red versions are so powerful and aren't as exposed to Goblin Chain Whirler as this deck is. Our opponent using the Neonate, lose 1 life, gain 1 life. It looks like they're playing what I would call an awkward burn deck. But I guess we'll figure it out. Here comes Depala. You saw, let's see, there we go again. Yep, just burning away, burning and burning. So now when we activate this crew, it's going to ask us, would we like to pay X? I would like to take this action, and then it tells me select a value, and I'll pay 1, and then I'll tap the 1. And boom, the Harvester was on top of the deck because we put it there. So lucky. So we get to draw a card. Kind of like card cheating. We just stack our deck and then draw it. Oh, the Eldest Reborn. Boo. So now I'm really like, what's going on? Like, what are we doing, opponent? What is this? I don't think I can crew the heart this turn, which is sad. I can drop a freaking bombshell on the Neonate. Nuke 'em. Unfortunately, it leaves us with 2 crew 3s, but if we draw land next turn, we can Warden and Harvester. So we have to discard the Reborn. Discarding a heart, no problem. Full Spectre. When it enters the battlefield, I discard a card. Whenever an opponent's discard a card, 2 life. Ugh. Alright, I'll discard the Harvester. Which sucks. Now I need to draw a way to crew this. I did. This is Siege Modification. Yeah, it's in there. It's an aura. It turns any vehicle into a creature, so it no longer needs help being crewed. Let's frickin' bring it. Blow up that Spectre. Get him for 9. You will now find a way to kill this or you will die. So Fairgrounds Warden takes the Depala from our graveyard. Even if our opponent kills this, I can... Oh, I mean Ellis Reborn. Yeah, I'm going to take 5. And opponent's just going to scoop them up. They don't want to see anymore. I was going to say I can Fairgrounds Warden my Depala, and then if my Warden dies, the Depala comes back on my side, which is totally sweet. All right, that's a wild ride already. Let's have a look over here. Get up in the list. Get the card layout view. Early drops, we've got the Toolcraft Exemplar. A long time, this was like the most feared 1-drop in the format before Goblin Chain Whirler walked the earth. Then Aethergeode Miner is a rare I don't think many people will spend their wildcards on, but when it attacks you get energy. When you pay energy it blinks. It's just I think it's a good little utility dwarf. We've got a Sram in there to draw some cards off the auras, of which we have 2, Siege Modifications, and vehicles, of which we have, I believe, 10 total vehicles. We got 4 Motorists, 4 Harness Lightnings. They kind of go with the energy theme of the Harvesters, the Miners, and the Hubs that we'll get to help us with the mana. 4 Hearts, you always want one. Usually I'd run 3 because of the Legendary and the crew thing, but this deck always wants one. Then we got 4 Fairgrounds Warden. They are dwarves, and I like the idea of Depala drawing you your removal guys. And we saw Depala in action. We throw in some cruisers too for the Hasties, and the Skysovereigns for the finishers, and 24 lands with all the red-white lands, some spires because we usually want an artifact, but they are high-value targets, so I don't think I can run like 4 of these. And we've got 4 Aether Hubs. Not a lot of traditional tribal cards like Metallic Mimic and Radiant Destiny and Vanquisher's Banner. Instead, we're just going for the synergy between the dwarves and their vehicles. The vehicles, honestly, are kind of the real stars, and the dwarves are the people operating them. So, it's still, in my opinion, it's a blast to play. It reminds me so much of the Magic Duels decks, of which I have many kind of fond memories now. Fond memories. The further back in my channel you go, the more you'll see how much I played around with Magic Duels. Just how much time I spent on that game. Oh my gosh. That game is still out there. You can still have it on iOS. You can still have it on Xbox. You can still have it for Steam. And you can still play it for free. And I'd recommend it if the arena ever kind of wears you out. We'll keep a heart into Siege Modification hand and see what happens here. Maybe that opponent just can't kill it. That slow turn pass. I'm sure you have a shock. You smell like you've got a shock. If our opponent doesn't play a Braid, it could just be like impossible for them to deal with. Well, maybe they could find like 2 removal spells. Goblin Instigator. Comes into play and makes another goblin. Rightio. Let's do this. Goblin Trashmaster would be a problem, as artifacts get destroyed by sacrificing goblins. Let's hope they don't have a Goblin Trashmaster. 3 mana. Gutter Snipe. I haven't done Goblin Tribal yet. That's when I was thinking of what to do today. That didn't come to mind, but I do need to do some Goblin time, don't I? Yes, I do. So, we could go balls to the wall on the Siege Modification. It's it's really inviting a blowout, but the reward is so high. No guts, no glory. Take 7. You've got 2 turns to kill it. Will my plans be foiled? Oh, he's touching it. Don't touch it. Don't touch my Heart of Kiran. No! Frickin' Trash Master. Darn you! Curse you! At least we got our 7 points in. I don't know that modification will have done anything. Very good. Oh, stop touching it. Just forget how the ability works. Just forget about it. Just don't do it. No! How dare you call my Heart of Kiran trash? How dare you! Looks like the Dwarves will have to finish this mission without their precious vehicles. Alrighty. Gimme. I don't know if it'll live, but we're gonna at least keep that off the board as much as we can until next turn when we can harness lightning it, should the Warden die. I wouldn't expect the Warden to live very long. These things are lightning rods. How appropriate. All right, down to 6. Precipice of Death. All right. Play another one. Let's see what happens. I'm going after the Gutter Snipe. Make them play a spell now if they have it. I plan to harness lightning the Trash Master. Sure, but at least that's not killing the Warden. And we'll end the turn. We're at 2. Our opponent has thrown the shocks and the strikes at us, along with the good. This is good old-fashioned goblins right here. This is old school. This is a few goblins and a bit of burn. That's what we got. So we're trying to wait until the attack step. If we blow up the Trash Master in the attack step, okay. Deals damage to target creature equal to the number of goblins you control. So we have to do this now, or else the Volley Veteran will kill the Warden. Now you can do 2 damage to it, then attack with the Instigator, and I'll have to take it or lose my Warden. And I know what I'd do right now. I'm taking it. I'm going to 1 against the red Goblin deck. Yep. This start's probably been too aggressive to recover from, but we will try. We will try. What are your last 2? Is it more burn? Oh, that makes tokens. Gross. More creatures we can't seem to block. Wow. The BMs. We lose the tribal battle with the goblins. Curse the Trash Master. All fear the Trash Master. Alrighty. Let's see if we can get back in the race car. Like Nicky Larda. You gotta get back behind the wheel after a tragic accident. After your face is hideously burned in the fire. That's really tragic to draw 2 Spires of Industry like that. There's only 2 in the deck. Ugh. Moments like that make you really regret your choices. Alrighty. Nope, don't have double red. So I'm glad that was on top at least. So we got a choice. Double Vantage. Sram. Draw me some cards. That's what we're looking for. Is it when you cast? Yes, it is when you cast. So even if he counters this, we get the card draw. Ooh, more lands. Just what I needed. Alrighty. Well, we're on Flood Zone for sure. When you have twice as many lands as you have spells, you are on Flood Watch. Opponent not with much going on, though. Let's see what happens. Please, come on, man. Ah, boo. Big time boo. We needed that. Needed that pretty bad to draw us back into the game. And I don't think that waiting to use it would be a good idea. I'm also going to save my energy. We have other uses for it against control that are better. Like with the Aethergeode Miner, this would be that card's time to shine. If it shows up, if anything I want shows up. Oh wait, we draw a card from playing this. So let's do this right. Yeah. More countering. Or disallowing the trigger. Okay, countering. Yep. Hey, that's Bazinga. And we draw another card for it. Okay. Too many lands, but we're still doing it. Bam. Bam. Alright. God, where would we be in this game without Sram? I thought about upping the count on Sram. I think I had 2 in the original build. This butthole. This butthead right here, man. I'm over it. And I love blue-white. And I still hate this card. Like, legit. I've just become so sick of it. Yes! This is what you do to Teferi. This is what you do. It's drop a boat on him. Just boom shakalaka. Yeah. That's how you do it. Our opponent's down to 5. Their minus on that Teferi either means they had no way at all to deal with that Harvester, or they have 2 Teferis, so they didn't mind what happened to the first one. But if they have no way to deal with that Harvester, they're gonna be in trouble here from this boat. Alright, we don't have a way to crew it yet, but we'll play this Harvester, draw a card, and if the Harvester resolves, the Harvester can crew the boat. We can do a crew chain. Sram into Harvester into boat. Our opponent, by the way, still missing double white, so they haven't had that good of a draw. Toolcraft. Man, Sram fixed this flood. Sram probably needs to go up in numbers. This is easily the best game I've had. I've had a lot of games with Sram where I just didn't draw any vehicles, and I drew only other dwarves, and it was just a grizzly bear. This is by far the best Sram game I think I've ever had. Yeah. Opponent is really taking this second by second. I mean, I'm going after you. If you have a seal away or whatever is exactly right. Still going to get in there. Way to run the timer for nothing. Well, yippee-ki-yay. They were just trying to make me think that if I attacked with the boat, something bad would happen. I'm not playing around stuff anymore. Let the blue-white mages let you all be warned. I'm not playing around your settles. I'm not playing around your seal-aways, your blink of an eyes, your cast-outs, your fumigates. I'm going at ya. Because either the game will end quickly and I can leave, or I'm gonna win. Because you don't have it. One of the two. I'm not playing around nothing. I'm going face. Face being the place. Alright. The hands in this are just... Dude. You get a lot of good hands. Could get a lot of nice curves with this deck. It's really gross, the 3-2 into the 4-4, and then you make the 4-4 the 5-5 or the 7-4. It's lovely. Ring the bell, it's the isolated chapel. Gotta put that artifact out when you got that Toolcraft, so you get in for those 3 points. Ki. What are you? Equipped creature gets +2/+0, has vigilance, is a knight. Whenever it attacks, create a knight, equip 3. Well, if that's your turn 3, I'm guessing your turn 4 is going to be something that makes a whole bunch of knights, but that's not that great. So I think I'm going ham. I think I'm going to get my Air Force on. If the plan is to make 2/2 knights on the ground, let's see how you deal with this much beats in the air. Our opponent's just dead next turn, by the way. If they don't answer this heart this turn. It's just a turn 4 win. It is. It's a turn 4 win. Turn 4 win on the draw. Boom. Drop it like it's hot. Yeah, I can do even more after that. That was really fast. Maybe I should have taken it the full 9 yards with is it the Phyrexian Dreadmaw? Or is it Consulate Dreadmaw? Dreadnought? Something Dreadnought. The 1 mana 7/11, right? I think is the stat line. Well, this is tragic. We can't play the Toolcraft, but oh well. Oh well. Freaking Clifftop Retreat being all tapped. Maybe we need to adjust the mana. Less mountains, more plains. But you've seen sometimes on turn 3 you need that double red for that Siege Modification. Hard to do your turn 4 wins without it. The Heart is here. The Deadeye Tracker over here. Is it a pirate deck or just a deck that hates graveyard shenanigans? Or an Explorer deck? The world will soon learn. Graveyard Marshal. Yeah. Let's scry 2. Try to find some lands. Here's a land. We'll keep that one. Let's crew this up, make it a 5/5. I mean, we're dwarves. We like to race. We don't D up. I'm not going to sit back because you have 4 power. I got 5 in the air. Dream Stealer, help me make it through the night. The Phyrexian Raccoon over here. I like the name. Alright. Play that. Go combat. Pump. Crew. I'll discard. I don't care. I'm getting him for damage. Damage is what I'm going for here. So let's see if Dream Stealer is willing to block. No! Alrighty, Miner to the battlefield. Just another 3/1. Don't plaguemare me, bro. But at some point, you're going to have to respect these and play some defense. Attack scoop. No respect. There will be no defense. Our opponent has no interest in figuring out how to block. You should try red. You would fit right in with the red mages. Black needs to get its block on sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Black actually, has to remove creatures at times. All right, on the draw. Again. Hasn't mattered so far. Sure. It's not the greatest hand, but it's got a lot of tools. A lot of tools. If we are up against blue-white, though, it's a very bad hand, really. And I try not to make assumptions based on Teferi. But, man, I probably should. Alright. Cool. Let's rip the 1-drop. See if the Heart of Kiran comes off the top to follow. The crane! The crane, I tell ya! And hits an Ornithopter, so yippee-ki-yay, we're up against the Stormy thing. I don't I don't know if we can or will or have any prayer of beating the Stormy thing. Stormy thing is gonna make a big old mess. And I'm not sure how the heck I'm supposed to interact with any of it. I'm just gonna try to be aggressive. Our hand is far from the most aggressive hand we found. Well, that's something. Gonna have to take that out. Gonna have to not even play my Harvester the turn I want to. Oh, that works too. Attacked. None of it puts an artifact on the field. But at least we're getting our dwarf act together. Might be able to attack someday. Give me that. I could attack energy, then blink it. I don't think that's any good, though. Like, there's nothing to really be gained here. Everything will be stronger if we can start picking this stuff off with a Skyship. Okay, you get a card, and you get a card. No statuary yet. No mana open for an outcome. Mana open for a rebuke. Opponents decide to start the pecking process. So, let's see if they have a metallic rebuke. Yeah, I see you touching your cards. Alright, fine. Still, like, this blocks here, this could block here, this wouldn't block here. Yeah, still no good attacks, so I'll just say nah. But we wanted to get that rebuke. We need to clear the way for the boat. Okay, reservoir's here. It's annoying. If our opponent has an outcome, it's super annoying. But we just kind of are hoping they don't. What's up? How you doing? Say hello to my little friend. Oh, I don't think that was over. That's a lot of respect for the boat. That's an insane amount of respect for the boat. I mean, you got a reservoir. If you draw a paradoxical outcome, like you're gonna gain a bunch of life and draw a bunch of cards, and what am I doing? But hey, victory's victory. Holy crap. Yeah, woo! I'm gonna leave it there, I guess. I'm still like, I don't know how I got that win. I don't know how I got most of those wins. Dwarfs, play your stuff, run them over. Quick, fast, super grind, like quick grind games, man. Are you sick? Did somebody like hand you a Teferi deck and you just kind of decided that Magic is a 2-hour experience per game and you want to try something different? Dwarves, get those quick scoops. All right, thanks so much for watching the video. Remember to, what do they say? I've been watching these other YouTubers who do it so well. They say like, smash the like button, crush it to bits. Yeah, do that, whatever that is. Ring bell, get notifications, subscribe, get more videos. I would hope that you'll do all that stuff if you like what I'm doing anyway, and I'll try to keep on doing things that you like. Tell me about it in comments, and tell me about it on Discord. And thanks for being a viewer. So, we'll be back on Wednesday in the Jank Tank, everybody's favorite, and then we'll be back on Thursday with a Spike's Corner deck and look at some of the spiky decks in the meta. The Adventures of Young CGB, there's still another one coming tonight. You're going to see a really fun video I recorded yesterday, grinding that gold hardcore with the mono green list. So I think you'll enjoy that, those of you watching the Young CGB Adventures. And for today, for the rest of today, I'm out of here. So see you next time.